Cancer, welcome to your reading for the week of April 4th. This week you start off with this, the Nine of Clubs, which is a card that represents a lot of things. It can represent like weddings on one hand, even marriage. A lot of you might be thinking about getting married. Maybe you'll be proposed to, who knows. This can represent also, like I said, going to weddings, hearing about friends' weddings, getting together with friends. There's been a very strong focus for Cancer, and some of the other water signs as well on friends. I think it's been kind of rocky friendship-wise, maybe for like the earth signs and the water signs. Recently with like switching of friends, a lot of both of those types of signs are moving, so gathering new friends, all sorts of things are going on. So this could be like even visiting old friends and things. This can also represent moving as well. So for those of you who remember, if you remember a couple months ago, I think I said to Cancer that I didn't think most Cancers would be, if you haven't moved already, you probably won't be moving to the summer until like this summertime coming up, and maybe even in the fall. So a lot of you could be planning a move, thinking about a move, and gathering money. Nine of Clubs is about like looking sometimes at your money, at what you have, and gathering it together to do something that you want to do. And even if you're not moving, like maybe you want to go on a vacation, so a lot of you could be planning like putting the money together to make that happen. And next you have the Three of Clubs. Three of Clubs is a great card. It represents second chances, getting a second chance at something that you possibly missed even the first time. So, a lot of you could see relationships coming back around. You could see, that you were in the past, and maybe they're coming back, and you're getting a second chance at that. But it can also be a second chance at like anything, a job, a business, anywhere where you need a second chance. The card is also a very creative card. All threes, and you have another three here at the end. All threes have to do with creativity and being very creative and things like that. So use that creativity. This card's great for teaching things as well. So any of you that maybe, and especially with that Nine of Clubs as well, if we put them together, it's a great combination for teaching, needing to teach people new things. Also stepping up to positions like manager type positions at work. Anywhere where you're teaching people things like that. It's a great thing to look forward to. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds, which is a perfect business match, matching up perfectly with somebody at business. So possibly like a business partner, could also be like a work partner that you match up with new, that's kind of like perfect for you. And it can also represent matching up perfectly with a situation. So maybe you don't have a job and you've been looking for a job. This could be you finding like that perfect job for you. That's really, makes you happy. This card can also indicate good news and finances, better finances coming your way. And it can also represent like a bunch of money coming to you as well, even like in a windfall type of thing. It's like you and then money is the way to look at it. So it's all about your relationship with money. If we break it down to like the most simple level, and how you feel about money and things like that. We could go very deep on this two of Diamonds if we wanted to, but it can be all sorts of lovely things like that. It's a great card to have. Next, you have the Nine of Spades, needing to possibly see other people's sides, other people's points of view, and things like that. Does that mean you have to agree with them? Absolutely not. But this card does require you to be flexible. You might be put into some sort of situation where you're like, I just need to be flexible here and just allow people to believe what they want to believe. Especially right now, I'm at fault here because maybe I've been a little bit preachy about this, but it just seems to me like when we get to these election cycles and things like that, people get real, uptight about all this stuff and having their opinions and things, which is great. We all need to care about what's going on and all this, but sometimes this card is about just not caring about what's going on and just allowing people to have their beliefs, whatever they want to believe, and just not getting all, excited about it. So this card can come up where, also, like I said, for those of you that have been dealing with friendship issues, this can come up where maybe you have a friend who just does not believe a lot of what you believe, but maybe they were a great friend. So, it can be one of those things where it's like, they upset me with their beliefs, but they were also a great friend as well. So it's about like creating that balance and being like, well, I can just, accept them for who they are and just accept that they believe something different and, meet up with them again or not. So it's kind of like one of those cards about making a decision and things like that. It can also represent changes coming your way, and to be quite honest, some of these changes might be disappointing, but it's always kind of like in the future you're always like, I see why that had to happen. So it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. there. But next you have the Three of Hearts, which is a great card of emotional happiness and just being happy. So really, despite that Nine of Spades there, you'll probably be feeling rather good this week, rather positive, happy, and, just feeling good. So that is really nice to see. There's not much to talk about here. So thank you for watching. Looks like a great week. Very creative with those 2 threes as well. So that's nice. And a good mixture of everything coming in. So thank you for watching and enjoy the week.